Don in London, good morning, and just setting my clock. My videos, hopefully a short one and a long one today, all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My substance addiction was alcoholic in recovery now, and my behaviour during the 35 years of drinking was always to try and be as perfect as you wanted me to be. I'm far from perfect, never perfect. These days I only understand we make progress, and life is the journey, not the destination, so it's how we go along gradually each day that makes the difference. So in my short video today I just want to share what December represents to me, and it's the 12th month, and in the AA program we have 12 steps of action and change to keep in recovery. And the 12th step, and it's December so it's the 12th month, it says here, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. And the message really is that we can find recovery and we can find sobriety, and it's all about being able to do it in one day only. So it's a 24-hour day program to help people stay with sobriety and be able to live life as is. Not being perfect, but merely making progress against all the things that we may consider important. And in the fellowship we've decided there are 3 areas of life, and that is emotional, spiritual and physical, that the program can help us with. It cannot make us rich, it cannot give us financial security, and it cannot make our romantic relations work any better than an ordinary person. So we find ourselves in a bit of a quandary, and that is that we always used alcohol to take the edge off, or to make us try and endeavour that bit harder to make life work. And actually what we find in recovery is it's okay to be normal and find emotional, spiritual and physical well-being, and hopefully as a consequence of that then we stop worrying about our financial security quite as much and make do with what we need rather than what we want, and that our relations with other people get to improve on a daily basis, so we see ourselves as right-sized. Excuse me. And in the Daily Reflection book, which is a daily reading, which is from AA, called December the 3rd, and this really sort of sums up what life is all about. We try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs, and that comes from the 12 steps and 12 traditions. And it goes on to say, I find that carrying the message of recovery to other alcoholics is easy because it helps me to stay sober, and it provides me with a sense of well-being about my own recovery. The hard part is practicing these principles in all my affairs. It is important that I share the benefits I receive from AA, especially at home. Doesn't my family deserve the same patience, tolerance and understanding I so readily give to the alcoholic? When reviewing my day, I try to ask, did I have a chance to be a friend today and miss it? Did I have a chance to rise above a nasty situation and avoid it? Did I have a chance to say, I'm sorry, and refuse to? Just as I ask God, or in my case, this is good conscience for me, for help with my alcoholism each day, I ask for help in extending my recovery to include all situations and all people. And at the moment in London, a lot of meetings are filling up with people who have become tormented, either because they've been in AA before and have gone out for a bit more research and convincing about what alcohol does, and had the privilege of sitting next to somebody I've known for some time and still not sober and still wishing and wanting to make recovery work for themselves, and trying to dedicate the next day to doing better than this one. And surely sometimes all we need to do is stay in the day, make the best of it and not pick up a drink. And you know, it's very easy to say that if, like me, you've got a few months or years behind you. But even so, when people have years, and the credit crunch has hurt a lot of people very, very deeply, and they've gone out for another bit of convincing research how mad life is with drink in it or in themselves. So for me, the 12th step, sharing the message, never judging other people, because you know, life is hard enough. As M. Scott Peck said, life is difficult in the road less travelled. So where am I today? Well, that's the message for the short video, and my longer one will follow shortly.